and you would probably say that, hang on, that doesn't seem right. Um, but essentially, it's any percent. There's three main bosses, and then Toshi, which is one of the main characters in the game, and basically you need to get their relics to unlock him. So that's it's called it used to be called Toshi's relics for that, but now it's called PMI/VH list, which stands for photo mode intercept and voidless hyperdash. Two very powerful tricks. I did the PMI trick at my last Kena run in ASM. I can't remember which year. But anyway, let's get underway. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo!
First start is good.
Alright, and like most games, there's a little intro cutscene. This one's thankfully only 53 seconds and a little bit or something. And then basically all the cutscenes from here, except for one, are skippable, so pretty nice. So technically this game's like it's meant to be like a Dark Souls-esque. It's got the, R2 strong attack, R1 strong attack. But the run more yes, I'm doing a category that has a bit of combat in it, which is nice because the one I did before didn't. But yeah, it's more. I think it's more of a platformer game as far as the run's concerned. All right. So this introduces to ourselves. You can run and you can roll. Rolls, if you've got well-timed ones, that are very minorly faster than running. Sometimes we'll do running in certain sections. So that was a little, anybody can do that. So basically that skips like half the cave. If you rub against that wall, there's an autosave that triggered at the top right. And basically that allows us to load further down the cave and skip a good portion of it. So this is just like the tutorial fight, teaching you, like I said, the buttons. So with these guys, there's thankfully a nice little mechanic with our R2 strong attack. When you see it flash, you get like a little bit of a bonus damage, and these enemies each take one of those flash R2 strongs, and oh, I messed that one up, but that's okay. And 2 light attacks. So we just gotta pulse these crystals, open the door. Wait for a little second here. This will be another. You'll see another autosave pop up in the right corner here, and that will basically a lot of autosave abusing. It teleports me forward a little bit here, which is nice. Just a tiny bit of time save. But yeah, a little bit of a rolling segment, and then we'll be starting to do some, out of bounds shenanigans fairly soon. So. This is our first one. Kind of roll up here. There's some really interesting roll physics in this game. You kind of get a knack for it after you've played for a while. And then you go up here, do like a roll up the wall, pretty standard stuff. Obviously going down the normal path. We've already skipped like the intro to introducing us to these rots, which are like the main collectible that increase the power through the game. In this run we also only need 5 though, which is nice. We do it right at the start here. Very cute. And you can put little hats on them too, so. We will not be getting any hats this run though, sadly. So here's the first little trick here. Call this like waterfall skip, I guess. Normally, there's like a little, you use your pulse ability down on the floor and it like rotates across some crystals across the side, and then it raises the platforms, allowing you to make it. But if you do the jump correctly, you can make it across that gap. Yeah, so that's 4. We'll make use of some autosave weirdness again here. So this is 5. But after here, we specifically landed in a certain area where there was an autosave. And then if you load the autosave, it'll take me back here, which is a little bit of a teleport. But it actually still gives me the rod I just picked up from the chest. Okay, so that was the first instance of a, I like to call it a bowless jump, but I don't know what the technical term is, but essentially it gives you a bit of extra height on your jump if you press L2 as you jump. So this is probably the first more tricky of, yeah. Hopefully I got the autosave. Yeah, cool. Oh, okay. Messed it up twice. Trying to get like a real... There we go. Yeah, little, you know, kind of weird roll things. You kind of go through some weird clipped bushes. We roll past here. Yeah. Okay, and then there's a little spot you can actually land on in this grass, which skips some more platforming. Yeah, yeah. And then this comes up to like the first tutorial boss called Sprout. We can take care of him pretty quickly with a very minor trick called the pulse cancelling. It will like make him freeze very weirdly, which allows us to get a nice combo on him. So we'll do 2 strong swings, and then we get our courage ability, which is the orange bar above our health. And then pretty much can deal with him, and he gets stunned there. Deal with him really quickly.
Want to get to them. Our brother Charles was trapped deep. Great idea, Saya. Help us free Charles and we'll take you.
Alright.
Come on. Our village is this way.
So up here, this, if you've played the game casually, this is like the intro screen, you know, like welcome to the game. But if you do some backflips here or some pulse rolls, we call them, you can actually, there's like a cutscene there that you normally can't skip. So you kind of just roll past it, which is really nice. Skip that. Now we've just got a bit of a roll to the like central hub of the world, so yeah, if there's any shoutouts or donations, now's a pretty good time.
Awesome. Well, we don't have any donations to read out just yet, but I will remind everyone of who we are. We are AusSpeedruns, a group doing speedrun events to raise money for charity. For this event, we're raising money for Game On Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com, or you can chuck !donate into the Twitch chat.
Also, I'm doing I guess I'll mention it, but I mean, nobody who hasn't run the game would know, but I am doing a slightly safer route. Like, normally you can actually skip this fight that I'm doing here. But it's the trick that it requires is very inconsistent, and so I'm just going to do it because it actually doesn't take too much time. And it helps in some ways because it allows you to warp to this area, which is helpful. So that's the hat cart that you can buy your hats from. So now, our first objective is go get Dash, which is basically like the end game ability that you... and Dash makes us go fast, and we like that around these parts. Now I'm going to do a kind of a sequence of tricks here, which may look very strange. Hopefully I get over it. Nice, yeah. Okay, so a bit went on there. So you can do a lot of shenanigans with the camera in this game. Yeah, smart with the camera. Essentially, so I did a pause overlay with the camera up, and that sort of gives us a delay, and then I put Kina into a selfie pose, which delays the recoil. Those orange, red things that I ran into, normally just you bounce off them, they like deal damage to you. But by being in that state, it like delays a bit and lets you get some weird physics up that wall, and allows us to skip over that door, which, you know, quite clearly you're not meant to be going past. So thankfully there's no like checkpoint for that, and then you just have to interact with this thing, and then this gives you dash. So got that really quickly too, and that one is a bit finicky.
Could not. It seems, Toshi, you will need to cross. Look for gateways in the village.
We just load the autosave there. There'll be a like tutorial on how to, and it basically by loading the autosave it skips it, which is nice. So that little thing I did there was called a short hop. While you're in dash, if you precisely time a, oops, ow, leave me alone. A jump button, you can get like an extended momentum on your dash, which is really helpful in many areas. Oh. Okay. Now we're just going for a bit of a detour here. You might be like, what the hell is he doing? He's coming up this mountain? Obviously, very clippy, weird assets here as well. Like standing on thin air here. And now we're going to line up a trick here. I'd rather take my time and set it up. So this is what we call a hyper dash. And thank you. And basically, now I'm stuck in this state, but you kind of, same sort of thing. You interrupt your dash with the camera. Oh, well, I'm just fumbling the bag. Okay, hold on. Why can't I move it? There we go. And what that does, this is where Mask Maker is, one of the 3 main bosses of the game. And we go here first because it's like kind of close to where after we go from dash, and it allows us, when you beat like main bosses, you get a lot of what I think it's called courage or something, basically the currency, and that allows us to unlock an ability. Basically, we only need 1. There is technically another one, but for some reason the patch I'm on, the other ability just simply doesn't work. So, but yeah, this game it has had a DLC update not too long ago, which has sort of changed how the speedrun is done. So this is kind of done on an older patch pre-DLC. So this is our first boss, like I said, Mask Maker. We do like a sort of specific setup here. He's going to backflip twice, and then I'm going to do time charge swings, and this will stagger him quite nicely. Okay, he didn't get staggered on the second one for some reason, so that's unfortunate. So the main thing we want to avoid here is dying for one, but we're pretty unlikely, but getting what I call the dome. This attack's fine. Hopefully he does another backflip here instead of teleporting. No, okay. Because that will allow me to get him back in that stagger state. Okay. Oh, teleport again, okay. Maybe get domed here. I don't know if he's low enough health. Where is he? Hello? Okay. What are you doing, man? Okay. Team? There we go. What the? I've never seen this. It's a classic marathon. He normally teleports 3 times. Okay. Do a backflip, please. Oh, okay. Alright, if he does another one, okay, get my dash. There we go. Should be able to clean him up from here. A little bit sloppy because some weird stuff happened there with him TPing around all the time, but they got it done. Didn't die. You can normally, where we start the fight, you can sort of like keep him staggered at the top there if you do it correctly. So yeah, basically we're just going the quickest way possible to each boss we need to kill. Like I said, 3 bosses to unlock Toshi. And do some sort of hardcore parkour all over the place. Need to wait for my dash to come back here. Oh, there's an interesting mechanic here. When you run out your dash, it kind of like, as you sort of like flashes the red. And then when it's in the recharge state, like trying to get back to full, it actually recharges faster. So you kind of want to like manage your dash a bit. So we're going to do another hyper dash here. Do a little bit of a setup there. To hopefully bounce off. Oh, that's kind of a slow one. It should work. Yeah. Okay, so the only way to get out of that state is by voiding out or taking damage. So thankfully that wall there does some damage to us. So we go over to that little like shrine thing, and that gives us an autosave over here and allows us to teleport over. Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to get out of that state. Oh. Okay. There we go. Grab Rot Hammer, which is just a very powerful combat ability. So, which will make deleting the bosses much nicer. So, Rod Hammer does, yeah, does double damage sort of thing. Like it has 2 hits if you, that's strange. So thankfully you can sort of like interrupt all of his attacks with Rod Hammer when he starts to do like, 'cause it's just got so much stagger. Oh, my screen has gone black. Oh no, okay, there we're good. Okay. Thankfully it actually didn't lose me any time. Because I had to wait for that relic pop up anyway. Normally the load's not that long, so it wigged me out. So that's 2 bosses done already, so pretty good. I should have ran out my dash there, but some more parkour. You really wait for it to come back. There we go. Quick detour to grab another warp point here. This one right here. It actually takes a while to trigger sometimes. There we go. Yeah. So I want to make double sure that I get it. Oh. Now this is a pretty fun trick as well. There's a new iteration of this trick that some people do, but I'm comfortable with this one, and it pretty much doesn't lose any time if you do it right. So we dash over here. Now it's probably like, so you can sort of recoil off these and double jump over here and then roll over this door. Yeah. So yeah, you can do that. That's one of the first tricks we actually found, and it's been routed out for the most parts, but I like to keep that one in because I think that one looks pretty cool. Oh, okay, got the short hook. Nice. So now what we're doing as well right now, we need the bow. So I'm going to go get the bow, basically. Because the last boss is called Hunter, and he has a bow, so and we need a bow to fight Bowman. Well, actually, we don't need the bow to fight him. We need to make it so the fight starts. We could do it with bomb, technically, but this is better. Yeah, I suppose I should mention, the 2 main, like, combat abilities. You have a bomb and bow, but you have to go to specific areas to pick them up, so.
What happened?
Taro is here, but he's forgotten.
The forest is huge. Maybe Mr. Russo can help us.
Alright, so this is the scariest section in the run too. So there'll be the spicy trick that I mentioned to the tech earlier coming up shortly. So, my dash management has been pretty poor. I will mention that, but it's okay. So here we make use of that bowless jump again. Oh, I didn't put quite enough height. Basically skipping a lot of fights and getting up to the area where we want to go. Here's another one of this very interesting roll physics. Kind of get up really high here. It's clearly out of bounds. You can like go through rocks and stuff, you know. You can actually fall through the floor in certain sections as well, so you got to take a sort of specific route. Okay, over here. Oh, make it? Nice. You would like sort of slide off that cliff if I didn't quite make it far enough. Okay, so we're looking for this. We got to go far corner. This is the precise one. I'm going to take my time because I would really like to hit it first try rather than go up through the mountain again. I think that should be okay. So we sort of clip through the wall here. We land on this rock, and like I said, the only way you can like get out of this state is by voiding out or taking damage. But it goes to your last stable like ground location. Thankfully, this rock for some reason is stable ground. So, oh please don't. Okay, okay, we got that first try. So that's huge. Like the rest of the run is cruisy. Like things can go wrong, but that's what I've been practicing in the hotel, pretty much non-stop. So let's go. I think it's shout out. I was like reviewing some other runners' setup. There's a few mild differences in setups, and I think it was UAPS. I stole his setup, and it was working very nice for me. So shout outs to UAPS, part of the community. I don't know if he runs actively anymore, but you the best. Also shout outs to Insert Logic and Swift Shadow and all the boys in the Vibers Discord. They know who they are. So you can actually skip this cutscene here, but it's a pretty tricky timing on doing 3 dashes in a row. But this is where we get the bow. He gives us a little tutorial to shoot those things, but we know how to shoot the bow, it's alright. And then we get to teleport here, and we go back down to that one that we got earlier, archery range, which is where Hunter is, makes sense. So, oh yeah, I suppose I should mention, the ideal way to use dash is to go through these purple doors here. That's what you unlock it and to get to these bosses. But as you can see, we skipped a lot of those purple doors. But we do use that one. Now these platforms here, if you played casually, these are like one of like the platform elements. Normally you're meant to bomb them and they create more of a normal path, but we can actually navigate through them anyway. So we're going to go up here, hit a short hop. We go up here. This is just a, you know, a good shortcut to the Hunter fight with falling through rocks and stuff. Really awkward terrain because obviously they didn't really expect anyone to be here. Alright, so now we're in the Hunter's arena. This is why we need the bow. We need to shoot these things. If I don't be surprised if it takes me a couple shots, I would like to say I have AU aim. Where's this one? These have been pretty good. A little bit slow, but I hit that far one first try, so that's nice. Alright. This could be PB pace if I'm being honest. Alright, hopefully get this stunned right at the start here. No, I didn't jump. It's okay. So pretty much you want to shoot him in the head anytime he starts like a attack. And that will like knock him out. It has some intricacies to it. I'm not too familiar with them, but as you can see, there's that rot hammer. We do a backflip there to get the double damage from it, like because it has 2 hits to it. Okay, he's gonna do the dive attack. I think no. Oh, he's doing. Wait, where is he? Okay. He's hiding behind the tree. Hopefully this still works. Yeah, cool. Oh, I hit the trap. Hopefully that doesn't matter. I actually don't know what this does. I've not hit a trap in a long time. Okay. How long does it last? Let me out, please. Oh, maybe, yeah, wait, okay, that makes sense. I literally forgot the mechanic. I've not been hit by it so long. Okay, now I'm actually kind of low health here, so I'm going to take the save. But yeah, I should be able to finish him off here. Okay, that was odd, but that would have lost me quite a bit of time. But if I knew to dash, I could have gotten there a lot quicker. I just didn't know what to do. It's funny. Alright. We wait here for a little bit. Otherwise, because if you warp too quickly after this fight, you'll actually fall through the ground when you warp for some reason. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, cool. We're good. And then this is Toshi, the guy we saw in the cave right at the start. So it's the second last boss. Hopefully he TPs right away. Yep. There is a strategy where you can get him to not TP, but it's a little bit more precise. I'm just going to go for consistency. Same thing here, do the backflip so we get the double hit on the rot hammer. So yeah, dash, rot hammer, and R2 swings. Really good at staggering, basically. Oh, I didn't get the second hit. That's okay. Dash, finish it off. Yeah. Okay, that's him done. Once you know how they're boss fights, you sort of bully them a bit. As you can see, like you didn't really get a chance to hit me. Oh, I didn't get the slowdown. That's really rare, actually. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna line up another hyper dash. This is where the last boss arena is. Gonna sort of fly through the sky here. Hopefully bounce right. This will like trigger the last boss. I'll know if I hear the sound. Yeah, there we go. No. Just get. It's rather than rolling and dashing down there. That's a bit quicker. So this might not work. Okay, it's fine. Oh, AUA. So he takes 3 pustules for each phase. There'll be like little inner areas here where you've got a little bit of mob fights. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's fine. These moths are very annoying. Come on, dash. How is it not back yet? There we go. You can get like cleave on the dash there, which is what I was trying to go for. Honestly, it's probably cost me more time than a save then. But and last moth. And then there'll be a second room, which will have the Wood Knight. Sort of set up a dash here. These things are breakable on his back. Oh, you moth! Damn, that was really unlucky on that moth. You want to break these because they do pretty good damage. Hopefully we can get the stagger. He might shield. Yeah. Nah. Ah, really? Okay. Attack me. Come on. Alright, fine. Stand there then. How? This Wood Knight is going horrendous, but that's okay. We're not worried about dying, because thankfully we're in the lowest difficulty here. Now, in the story, that like they take away our friends here. This is when we get them back. Get out. Dash through here. This is phase 2. Gotta wait for his pustules to spawn here. Just gonna shield. Oh, can't aim. 3 pustules again. Quickly phase him. Now this is the one last hyper dash. Normally you use the bow to kind of like traverse through this section here, but we can actually do some pretty funny shenanigans here. I might. Hopefully we are looking to land in here. That's fine. Yeah. So and then we go through this door here. We need to get, so once again, we need to get these moths, hopefully don't troll me. Good. They have a tendency sometimes to just not attack, and you need them to attack. You will not get out of that state if you... Okay, there's some courage, I need that. So we pulse to pick that up as we go through, which gives us about half a bar as we come through here. Otherwise, because it gets reset otherwise. And we'd have to take an extra phase, but thankfully it gives us enough time to get us our courage ability, which we need to pull out his 3 spears here. We don't have to kill these moths, I'm just doing it to like clear it up a bit. Alright, so now here we purposefully roll out to the void here, sort of thing. It kind of manipulates his AI into doing another charge where I can pull out the spear again. Oh wait, okay, he should do it now. I got the slow version, but he's going to still do it, which is nice. So now one more spear. He'll probably do 2 attacks and 1 laser. That's the ideal RNG. There's a bit of RNG. We're trying to manipulate his AI here a bit by standing in specific areas and, like I said, rolling out into the void at certain times. So yeah, he'll do the one laser now, hopefully comes and does a swipe or a headbutt, and then he'll let me pull out the last spear, and then that'll be the final boss done. But it won't be quite time yet. There's a little like cutscene saying, well done, beat the game. Alright, and that's, yeah, pretty much GG. There's, like I said, about a minute left. How are we doing on time? 29. Okay. Oh, very close to a PB. My PB is a 29.50. So, there you go. It'll be about 30 seconds over or something. Very nice. That was the one cutscene I mentioned earlier that you can't skip, and this one here. And you've just got to roll up to the meditate spot at the end, and that's the end of the game. It's like a blue circle up there.
There is only one spirit left for you to help.
And time. Nice, very happy with that run, honestly. Yeah, just over 30. Yay, Swift Shadow, Dutch in the chat, my boys. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching the run. Yeah, really cool game to run. There is
Goodbye, little friend.
some pretty tough tricks, but a lot of those tricks, like the roll physics and stuff like that, once you pick up the angles you're meant to take, they're not too hard. Community's really cool. Check out the Kina Discord if you think it's a cool run. I think it's a cool run. Anyway, yeah, that's me done. GG. Watch this cutscene.
Thanks so much, Glint, for that awesome, very, very quick run of Kina. Coming up next, we'll have some Octopath Traveler, single story Ophelia Switch, no major glitches, run by Catherine. But we did have a couple donations that I wanted to get through because they were pertaining to the run. We had a $5 donation from Dutch Potato, who says, always wish I could donate more to such an amazing event, but had to at least donate something for my boy Glint. Put this towards Team Alpha Towery for F1 2021. And we had $25 from Swift Shadow, who said, good luck for the rest of the run, Glint. It's been an awesome showcase so far. Keep it going. Awesome. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will be playing some Octopath Traveler. See you on the other side.
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wait. The shadows changing on the hollow wall, and moonlight streaming through my window pane leaves me cold under the shroud of nightfall. You're there beside me in my deepest dreams, a ghost of all the weight I feel within, and floating endlessly my heart believes that we are one, ready to touch, to begin. Imagine how your lips would taste on mine, and how your breath would feel against my eyes. My heart is racing for the millionth time. Don't let go of this thought otherwise. There's a haze of feeling that I get with you, and this hand won't let go. Lead me, show me just how love's supposed to feel, so that I won't be dreaming.
Alright everyone, hey, it's Rykon here. Unfortunately you're stuck with me for the next few hours, but thankfully we have some amazing speedruns to fill the void so you don't have to listen to me as much. Up now we've got Octopath Traveler by Kithram.